What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Q, back in the building with another video. Before I start, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Let's jump into these Housewives of Atlanta. Come on, season 12, episode 16. So we open up with Eva's baby shower. Of course, it's something that was Eva's and her babies. Eva's baby shower, flat out beautiful. Shout out to Cynthia. Cynthia didn't make it look like a production, like, yeah, just because it's gonna be on TV. You know what I'm saying? That it had to look like so production-y, but it looked like a real genuine down south, very country, you know, lemonade, outside, the cheer and run around type of baby shower. And we, as the black people, we can appreciate that. Everything did look beautiful, though. Eva looked beautiful. All the girls looked beautiful. I love how everybody showed up in costume and in their appropriate attire. That scene did make me miss Atlanta a little bit. Shout out to Fredio. Fredio watches my videos, so shout out to one of the best media people, period. You cannot mention media in Atlanta without mentioning Fredio. So shout out to him. Seeing him, it just kind of made me miss Atlanta a little bit. So we're gonna kind of just go through that scene. There really wasn't too much going on. You know, the girls are having a great time. Speaking of having a great time, what was a great time for me was seeing Tanya actually commit to trying to read. It didn't really come out too good for her, but I think we all were rooting for Tanya in this particular moment, because it's kind of like, do you guys remember when Kenya felt some type of way about Phaedra saying something about her not having a husband and all those things? Kenya, you turned around and you did the exact same thing to Tanya in that particular scene. Like, well, I have a husband and I have a lot on my plate, and you know, I'm sure you don't know what I got going on. I have a lot on my plate. Tanya's looked to me like she eating off a happy plate, Kenya. And we're gonna get on you in just a second, because I know y'all waiting for me to jump on Kenya's head, but I also want to give her a hug. And I'll get on that in just a second. Yeah, I do feel like in that moment, Tanya didn't let Kenya 100% come for her. She like, now you want me around because now you want my husband or my fiance, my boyfriend, whatever he is to me, to be a part of your event. And I mean, Kenya, she had a point. It's like in Atlanta, Paul Judge is quote unquote considered one of them boys. Like, he's kind of like, he a big deal. Like, he make his coins and he's on Tanya's arm. And do you guys feel like Kenya is jealous of the things that Tanya has? She's successful, beautiful black woman, natural, you know, and she just comes onto this show. She gets to negotiate whether she wants this show or not. Do y'all feel some type of way that Kenya is jealous of Tanya Sam? Y'all let me know. I love how, at first I said Nene had great energy in the party until at the baby shower. That's until I kept watching. Nene, you was trying to push Kenya buttons a little bit, but it wasn't enough to where it became like a thing. It was good to see Nene be a part of that scene. To me, that's probably one of the better scenes of this season, was to see pretty much all the girls there having a great time, celebrating being a woman, celebrating being a housewife, celebrating being a new mom. He was in a great relationship. It was good to see black women having a great time and enjoying each other's company. It was just good to see a room full of black queens just looking like black queens and just celebrating motherhood, celebrate being a woman, celebrate being a wife. And it was just like, wow, that was just a good moment. Y'all, Tanya had me screaming at that bottle event. Nene was like, girl, I don't know what she be on there doing, Paul. Tanya, I have never seen that side of you. That, to me, was so funny, seeing you down there like, you know, going for the juggler. Candy pulls Kenya and Tanya outside. You know, Kenya invites Paul to her husband Mark Daly's event. Kenya, child, please. Girl, you done sat up there and try to run this man's name in the dirt. You done sit up here and try to come for his name, come for his brand, come for everything that this man has worked hard for in Atlanta. You know, this man is a part of what, is it A3C? I think he owns that or something like that. And then so Kenya's like, you know what, we should stick to the higher cause, and I didn't come for him. I was relaying the message to you. Kenya, these people move and operate as one. So you can't come for somebody and not come for the other. That's just like you inviting Greg and not inviting Nene. I'll never go somewhere that my partner is not welcome. We operate as one when you're in a unit. Come on now. Kenya, you need to learn, and you and Mark, well, I mean, I don't, to this day, I don't know where you guys stand, but we got a whole lot to talk about in this particular video. But we clearly see that y'all not moving as one over there in y'all household. But Tanya was, like I say, Tanya's practicing on a reason. Tanya was just like, girl, you should have thought about that before you tried to come for me and come for my house, and you want to invite my husband to your event to kind of, you know, make your event bigger and spruce it up a little bit off riding off my name. We got to be careful how we treat people, because them same people we disrespect and the same people we try to throw shade at and the same people that we, you know, out here trying to be cute with be the same people we need, be the same people that can get us in the door, be the same people that can put a little magic on our event. And they'll be the ones that you're trying to come for, and then later on, you think we're supposed to forgive y'all because now you need something and you want something to work on your time. It don't work like that, niece. It don't work like that. But I feel sad for Kenya because the very next scene they pan to her getting this backdrop, getting the food, accommodating this, accommodating that, accommodating this. Why I feel bad for Kenya, and I know some, now what I did not appreciate, well, I'm going to get there. I'm going to stay on topic. In the very next scene, we see Kenya doing all these things. This woman wants to be a wife. This woman wants to be someone's it all, be all. Like, this woman wants to be this for someone, and she cannot get it, and she cannot even do it, and it's not appreciated from her husband. So they just kind of pan to her making some phone calls, and I was like, wow, she just wants to be. She wants to be a wife. So then they go to Kandi auditioning for The Chi. I feel like this is good for us to see Kandi auditioning for this show because she did get the character. She is in promo. Promo is running, so we're going to kind of see her in the beginning stages. So Kandi's a smart girl, so she's going to probably take that and spin it a different way to continue to make her YouTube channel bigger and bigger and bigger, because I'm pretty sure she documented her whole process. Me knowing Kandi, us watching Kandi, we know she's going to take that and turn it into, like, hell, she can't get her own spinoff. Y'all couldn't tell it. Y'all didn't tell her she's going to get a YouTube channel and continue to let people to see her life. That's how you work, Miss Kandi. Kandi going to work in Chicago, working till the baby is here. I put working till the baby is here because I know a lot of y'all going to give Kandi some slack, like, she had a baby coming. She should have been focused on her household. She should have been doing this and she should have been doing that. Y'all have to remember, Kandi has pretty much been the breadwinner for her family her entire life. So all she know how to do really is hustle. All she know how to do is get to it, get to the bag. And hell, she's not even carrying the baby. So she's like, okay, I'm going to work down to the very last second and I'm going to dedicate this time to this. That's how people be successful, y'all. We really have to, like, schedule out times to do certain stuff. And I know you can never schedule out enough time to be a mother or enough time to be a father. I know that. But what I am saying is, listen, life can sometimes throw some curveballs. So you just want to be ready at all times. And I don't see anything wrong. Long as a mother is not, like, harming herself, I don't see why a pregnant mom could not work up until the time when she felt like she was ready. Sometimes a person sitting on the couch may make them fall into a depression. Some people actually like to work. Some people actually like to get out here and get it and grind for their families. So when you make a person sit down, some women hate going on bed rest and things of such like that. Y'all know what I'm saying? So we can't really tell this woman what she can and cannot do. We just happy to be along for the ride in the process. We the people, we love to see it. Kenya and Cynthia, they meet up at their house. They having girl talk. Kenya, I don't know why you didn't know a sangria came in a bottle. Girl, where have you been? Girl, what? That was just really weird to me. So they start talking to Kenya. From Kenya, starting to hear Kenya's conversation, y'all, I heard a lot of y'all kept saying, like, oh, he's her karma, Mark is her karma, Mark is her karma, Mark is her karma. Y'all gotta be careful with that, man, because I don't know. I just don't believe in the whole, I guess the word karma is just so, and I see what y'all see. Okay, let me just get through this scene and we're gonna get to the actual scene of when stuff was happening or what I got to say. So what we are seeing from Cynthia and Kenya, and from Kenya especially, in this particular scene, this is the first time that I've seen Kenya start to get upset about his actions and not giving him a pass and not covering up his BS to the public, like, oh, he just has a bad attitude today, or oh, he's just not feeling well, or oh, I didn't make breakfast, so that kind of just got him kind of fired up. This is the first time we're actually starting to see her be like, you know what? Once a liar, always a liar. We start to see her developing. We start to see like, okay, things are in transition and they are not doing good. She is coming off very hurt on camera. She's coming off very scorned. Like, she's coming off very damaged. Like, it's borderline abuse. Whether that's physical, verbal, mental abuse. It was like things were beginning to shift and she could no longer hide stuff from the camera. Y'all agree? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. When I was watching that scene, y'all, I was beginning to be heartbroken for her. And I'm not the biggest Kenya Moore fan, but I am a human. So watching it, I was like, wow, girl, I've been there. So Kenya was like, people in hell don't want ice. People in hell want ice water, because she was like, that he had only apologized to her once in a 3 year. I'm apologizing. Y'all, if you in a real relationship or y'all probably apologizing about something every day. It don't got to be nothing big. It could be just something small, something minor. Like, oh, I left the toilet seat up. I apologize, babe. That's my fault. You did say you didn't like that. My bad. You said you didn't like when I leave my shoes on the whatever. Whatever. Like, you'd be like, oh, my bad, boo. I'm sorry about that. Come here. Give me a kiss. Like that happens all day. You wanted something I didn't. I farted in my sleep. And I'm probably the only one who farted in my sleep. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you apologizing for stuff all day. So King was just, Cynthia was like, in those 3 years, he's only apologized to you one time? Like, are you kidding me? And so, like, where's the growth? Like, how have y'all hurt each other in, or, you know, things of such, and how have y'all grown from that if he's only apologized to you one time? And so when Kenya was like, well, people in hell want ice water, I was like, well, damn, mama is fed up. I was just like, she is really pissed off. Like, this is the first time that we don't see these emotions, that I've seen like her like pissed off about it, actually. So things move forward. So I heard Kenya's hurt when I heard her say, I just don't want to be single anymore. I knew dead on the nail what was going on with Kenya. Kenya is a woman of age. She's a woman. It was already difficult for her to have a baby. She is plastered all over the world, basically. This woman is basically just accepting anything, whether it's toxic, whether it's hurt, whether it's pain. It doesn't matter what it is. She's absorbing all of that. And so when I was reading the comments, like, this is her karma. This is before I got down later on into the show, guys. I was like, wow, this woman is hurt, and she's literally putting up with anything to say that she can have something. I don't know who this is for out there. You don't have to put up with anything just to say that you have something. You do not have to put up with just anything to say that just say that you have something. You were born to be a queen, a king, and you should be treated as such. And nobody on this entire earth should make anybody feel just at the bottom of the barrel. If you don't want to be with me, then let me go. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. I didn't even feel like playing in that moment because I'm low-key nozzled up, so I can't even really push out my Fantasia, but don't play because y'all know I can go. But that was a really sad scene. That was a really sad scene for me because I've been there. And it just like, I don't know why it was just like a whole episode of this, but it was just like scene after scene after scene after scene. We was just like, a lot of the stuff that Nene has been saying is coming up. It's like, Nene is really the queen of this. Like, this whole storyline is starting to spin, and the world is like, oh, well, like, Like, Nene, girl, we thought we was getting ready to do without you, but like, girl, we was kind of pulling back in your coat till like come back in the room, like help, like you helping us see what's going on around here. Like you was keeping it real. Some of y'all may not agree with that. That's how I feel, but we're gonna move on along while I'm on my girl Nene. I love to see the scene between Nene and Wendy. I really would have loved if Nene would have. I mean, if Wendy would have actually came into a scene with Nene, but child, Wendy like, y'all ain't paying me enough coin. I don't have time. It would have been great to see it. I just love to see two fabulous black queens on the phone kikiing, because I can remember my grandmother on the phone kikiing with some of her little, you know, upper class girlfriends on the phone. So for me, like it really, like I felt like I was watching two of my aunts, and I don't say aunts as in shade, because Nene could literally be like a big sister, but it's just like, it was good to see them, like Nene in her big old bed and Wendy like, tell them girl to get me some food. Like just seeing two fabulous black women just kiki on the phone. I liked it because it just reminds you of like they're literally in the black household. That's what y'all do. Y'all know that's how y'all be doing on the phone. Wendy gave Nene some great advice. She was like, let Kenya bury herself. I like Kenya, but you're my friend. Let Kenya bury herself. And this particular episode, that's all I'll say on that. One thing that I did not like that Wendy was doing, I did not like that Wendy was like poking and fishing for advice and for tea, because we all know Wendy's job, and being a radio personality or journalist, my friends know I will cuss you out. Don't ask me about none of my celebrity friends. Don't act like you want to come around because you see me on my Snap or on my Insta story because I'm with one of my celebrity friends. I treat everybody the same. I show everybody the same respect. So I will cuss you out if you do that to me. Like, oh, Q, give me an exclusive on what's in, like don't play with me. So I like how Nene was just like, girl, this is not hot topics. Let's move it on along. You know, they got their little kiki moment, but girl, we're not finna be cutting up on these cameras. Like, my friends already know. They already know. So I didn't like that. But so then they pan to another scene. Everybody getting ready for Grease, all this other kind of carrying on. We see all the husbands. You know, Cynthia and Mike having a cute little kiki moment. They just got out. They just stopped fussing, and they talking about salad. We see Candy and Todd sitting around discussing their whole week schedule. Like I just told you about people in them schedules. Them schedules, that was super important, staying on schedule. Then we get to, like, this the way they set this, the way they just set this whole episode up, man, was just crazy. I was just like, then we go to the Kenya and Mark scene, the big showdown. So we see all these supportive husbands just helping their wives. And I know y'all feel like, oh, Kenya, she do this. I don't like to see nobody this hurt and this broken down, y'all. I'm sorry. I just can't rock like that. I'm sorry. Like, I just can't laugh at somebody else's shortcomings. That's just not cool to me. Now, do Kenya do her dirt? We ain't finished with the episode. However, just a man just dealing with his wife this way. A black king, I was getting ate up. So then we see everybody else's husband. Then we go to Kenya and Mark. Kenya's coming in the house with all these bags. Mark don't even get up and try to help her with the bags. He don't get up and give her a kiss. You're sitting there holding your daughter. What if a man was treating her this way? Y'all, we become direct seeds of what we see. There are certain things that are in me because and whether that's good or bad, it came from my parents because they were my first examples. How, as a man, are you sitting there on the couch watching your wife come in the house, doing something for you, struggling, carrying bags, and you don't say, hey, babe, can I offer you a hand? Let me help you. Let me put my daughter down, because first of all, we want to get biblical with it. We ain't even gonna go that route. Let's just say that was a punk ass move that he didn't get up off that couch and help his wife. You ain't even kiss her. Like, he's just like freaking mean, like very mean spirited. That's just all I got for that. So Kenya makes a statement and is like, my man is the type man, like, he just wants me to take care of him, whether that's doing this or doing that. Kenya, let me tell you something, my beautiful black queen. Baby, I have been there where every time something is going on, you make an excuse for a man. Stop making excuses for this man. There's no reason why you're sitting up here talking about oh, he likes when I cater to him. He likes him, he expects his woman to take care of him. Well, what the hell do you expect out of him? Because he's not doing absolutely nothing. And no, we are not there when the cameras are off, Kenya. But you can't even fake this. Girl, there are times where I've been filming and people have called out stuff. And I'm like, Q, you can't even fake this. You can't fake it. Girl, that is toxic. You need to get out, mama. The thing that I don't like about Mark Daly is he breaks her spirit down. Like, this woman just wants to satisfy her husband. She wants this to work. At least fake it for the cameras, my God. I mean, I'm not expecting nobody to fake it, but I'm just saying, like, for her to at least uphold any sense of dignity that you have for your wife, the woman that's carrying your last name, the mother of your child. Like, you just blatantly disrespecting her like you're bottom of the barrel gutter. Like, low. As a man. And can you do her crap? God knows she does. But from a man giving a woman this type of energy, there are a lot of energy that you be giving me that don't be very much manly like. Yeah, I just don't like when a person just deliberately breaks a person's spirit down. It's just unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And you're probably one of the reasons why she's walking around. You ain't the only reason, because you just came into the picture, so I ain't going to give you all that slack. But, I mean, maybe if the girl was getting some good sex at home, maybe she'd have a better attitude when she showed up to film it. I mean, my God. You can't even tell her, good morning, you look beautiful. Here, babe, let me help you with these bags. Thank you so much for going to the store and picking out my suit while I just sat my ass here on this couch and just did nothing and told you that it should have been done 3 days ago. Girl, it would have been, well, I can't even really say it would have been trouble in land, because I ain't even gonna flex. I have been there. That's why I can talk on this situation. And maybe I'm a little too sensitive about this particular topic to like go in. Maybe I'm going off on a deep end. If I am, y'all let me know. If I'm not, y'all let me know. But I have been there where a person just breaks your spirit down. But at the same time, y'all, this man did say he didn't want to be on this show. So do we give Kenya... Like, do we look at her and be like, girl, well, he did tell you he didn't want to be on this show? Or do we like, all right, listen, this is important to my wife? Do we look at Mark Daly like, this is important to my wife, regardless of how I feel? How many men out there, if you watch my channel, you don't want to do some crap with your wife? Like, you don't want to go to, it's a lot of crap that y'all don't want to do when you married to a woman. And hell, women sometimes don't want to do stuff that a man want to do. I don't want to go to no game. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be sitting around the house eating nachos. I want to go out on a really nice date and be wine and dine tonight. Guys like, well, I've been working all day and I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, whose side y'all picking? He told her, Anime, I don't want to come on this show, Anime. Or, bruh, like, y'all are one now. Like, it's not even about what you want. It's about what's best for this house. It's bringing a whole lot of bread up in there. Ooh. I didn't like that he was also just tearing down her trying to help him, and then he was like, I don't want us to match. Like, we have to match? Like, this man just doesn't even have any type of sensitivity or care for Kenya. I hate to say that about this situation, because it's just so crazy to see this man talking to her like this, y'all. Like, I was disgusted. Like, when we went out as families, when I was younger, my mama had, I can put pictures in here right now. My mama had the whole house dressed alike. Her dress and my sister's dress matched. Me and my brother had on identical suits that matched my dad. Like, we all was a family. Point blank, my mother was very Southern and she did not play. Baby, if we going anywhere, we all finna be looking alike, and we all finna be looking like they took some baths and they daddy got them some haircuts and her mama took her to get her hair did, baby. Because what y'all not gonna do at this event is be like, oh, Selena Harris cheering, but looking crazy, Oh, no. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Like, Mark, you can tell you've never planned an event before. Like, you sitting up there fussing with this girl talking about, oh, well, I didn't tell the guys about this scene and that scene, and I didn't tell them that they needed this much time. Mark, how long do you talking about they can't film all night? Your event can't be all night either. And where the hell was the event coordinator at? I'm skipping ahead, I'm skipping ahead, I'm skipping ahead, I'm skipping ahead, I'm skipping ahead. Mark Daly, another non-manly thing. You wouldn't even want your wife to shower first. We all know women gonna take longer to get nails and hair and makeup and all that Vaseline on the bottom of their shiny ankles and they dry ankles and the bottom of them dry feet to make sure y'all put a little thing there so you don't be sliding in them shoes because you done put all that Vaseline on. Y'all know women gonna take longer than that. Like Mark Daly, like no man on America who loves their wife can agree with anything that you did in that scene. Moving on. It's the night of the event, and as you can hear in my voice, I'm not happy. So let me. Mark Daly not acknowledging Cynthia Bailey and not acknowledging Mr. Hill was the funniest thing that they could have ever plugged in this episode. That was funny. That was funny. I don't care what y'all say. Cynthia was sitting there looking like, and then when he would turn around, it was like, oh, hey. Cynthia was like, I can see this gonna be some already tonight. The banter between the guys, y'all, was a key for me. Key for me. Everything was Cynthia and her husband, Kenya and her husband, Eva and her husband. First of all, y'all, I like Eva so much better when she with her husband. I know I be riding Eva head and riding her neck, but I think we need to give her husband a peach because seeing that little banter between him and Mark Daly was just so weird. He's like, oh no, these are prepared speeches. He's like, oh, I stay prepared. I was like, oh, okay. What the guys got going on? Can we talk about how great the guys look in their scene together? I really wish Todd would have been in that scene and Greg, and it just would have like completed it because it's like a whole new group of guys, and it's not the same group, but like we have a whole new group of guys for this show, and it was really beautiful to watch. Oh gosh. Here goes some more Mark Daly stuff, not acting like a man. This man couldn't even stand up and say, well, thanks to my beautiful... No. This started outside. This man walks outside. King's like, well, I'm here. Mark talks to the security guard. Security guard said he'd been out there about 30 minutes, which sounds about right. If you ever been to an event in Atlanta, the security guard stands out there. And they kind of wait, making sure the coast is good, making sure the wrong cast member not there. Because, shoot, security not around all the... some stuff just needs to be in place. I think Kenya has done this a little bit more than Mark, so she wouldn't know what she's talking about. But instead of him complimenting his wife and saying, wow, you look so beautiful tonight, you like, this dress compliments you so well. I love your hair. I love your makeup. Bada boom, bada bang. There was none of that. This man is worried about another man standing out in the heat since 6:30. Y'all catch it. Did y'all catch it? Tanya did not bring Paul. I wouldn't have brought my man either. You not finna ride. You not finna have my man all in this press at this Atlanta event and trying to be cute. And after these people done seen this on this TV show, Tanya said she didn't even invite her boo thing. That definitely would have been me. Speaking of event planner, what I just brought up a minute ago, where was the assigned seats? Like, there was no assigned seats. And speaking of assigned seats, did y'all catch that scribble scrabble writing that pen right in that y'all had for these $250 tickets, Kenya? Where was the event planner? And why was I'm gonna get on Marlo and all that stuff in a second, but they should have known. But Kenya, you was worried about the wrong stuff. And as a woman, you don't see Michelle Obama running around at her event. She got people in place for that. So I feel like you did need to sit down. Like when you a queen and you coming in trying to give us Michelle Obama, be Michelle Obama and sit your ass down. And where's your assistant? Let these people work for you. You the hostess and trying to be running around, and it's okay for you to greet people, but once you sit down, you be a queen and you sit your ass down. Shout out to my friend Casey. He's a celebrity makeup artist. He the one who sung that song. He actually sings very good. But they kind of try to throw him some shade, but he killed. So he good on that. Let me tell y'all something. Marlo Hampton. When Marlo entered the room, Marlo entered the room. When Marlo entered the room, she entered the room, y'all. And I just love Marlo. In that moment, when I seen Marlo entering into that building, entering into that scene, y'all, Marlo deserves a peach. At this point in time, the way this woman has behaved herself, the way this woman has been through the trenches, she's been drugged, she's been called every name in the book. We are looking and seeing a new Marlo. Marlo is just polished. She look good. She's giving a storyline. When every time Mama enters into a scene, she is beat boots down. And I ain't saying this because that's my homegirl, but she just did that. Kenya's husband stands up and gives a speech. He does not acknowledge her. Wow. Wow. Can you imagine basically putting together this whole event and your husband doesn't even look you and say thank you? Wow. Can we just talk about the black excellence in that room real quick, though? That was a beautiful scene. Even though it got messy, that was a beautiful Atlanta black excellence. I just love to see it. We, the people, we love to see it. Come on, y'all. Don't play. Everybody and their mom was in their room. Like, I even saw a couple of other familiar faces outside of the franchise, but I just saw a lot of people that I personally know, and I was just like, wow. Freddie O was at another event. Like I said, Casey was there. David Robinson, who's a great PR. I just seen a lot of people, and I was like, wow. Like, I can't wait until I'm on the level where I'm in those type of rooms. And that was just a beautiful scene to see all those black people in that room together. Cynthia talks about how she was pissed that Mark Daly did not even mention Kenya. So Mike Hill stands up. He says a beautiful speech. By this time, Marlo's walking on the side. Where was the usher to say, listen, I don't care what go wrong at this event tonight. Don't have my guests looking crazy on TV and don't make me look stupid. Every time you see a housewife, come on. I mean, we treating everybody right, y'all, but let's not be stupid here. Every time you see a housewife, I need a usher with their hand behind their back, giving me real usher tees, walking them people to their seat. They need to know. You need to know exactly where they're going. Nobody is allowed to sit in these particular areas because I don't want nothing to take the attention off my husband who just using me to get his little 2-3 seconds of fame on this show. When the hell has he even been in Atlanta to be coming to Atlanta to put on an event? That was a read, Tanya. That was good. You in Atlanta putting on an event, you don't even want to be a part of none of this. And I work in media. I ain't never heard his name come across nothing. There should have been an usher taking Marlo to her seat. Point blank, period. Marlo, she did not do too much, y'all. She did not do too much because it was an underhanded, sneaky thing that Kenya tries to do. And just like in the earlier scenes, I want to give you a hug. Now it's one of them times where Marlo, well, God knows I'm glad she didn't turn up, but she could have gotten that ass real quick. Not Eva. Speaking of Eva, your husband did a good job. Eva, you already know I like you better with your husband because he's a little spicy. I like him. Baby, Marlo said something that if you ain't catch it, then you missed it. Marlo Hampton looked to her little boys' faces, and I was like, wow, don't you ever make somebody make you feel like second place. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Come on and preach in here, Marlo Hampton. That was really good. I don't understand why when Marlo, as Kenya's trying to converse with Marlo as she loses her seat and all the other stuff, she's pointing her this way, doing that little crap like that. I think as a host, if it was my event, if it was my husband's event, I know everything being filmed, baby, we gonna look good. All people watching everything that you do. Remember, somebody's always watching you. If I was Kenya, I would have stood up and said, hey, the boys can have my seat. Kenya, you can have, Marlo, you can have this seat. I'll stand up as my husband talking because I'm that proud of my husband and this beautiful event. We not having no distractions in here tonight. I'm not worried about no seat. Girl, my man up here talking, event going on here, baby. Have my seat. Here, I'm pretty sure Mark wouldn't mind if one of Marlo's, well, clearly y'all could tell he didn't mind that they were there. You know, they could have his seat. Marlo, you take this seat. Kenya. Ah! I was so happy to see the girls running out to the hallway to grab Marlo, though, because that was a hurtful scene, because Marlo was proud to have her black boys in that scene, and she was getting ready to be hurt by Kenya. And what pissed me off in the scene was Kenya's like, oh, Marlo's classless. She's this, she's that, because she felt like she was having some upper echelon event. But you did the same thing a couple of weeks ago when you had this marching band walking into this Black Queens event. So Kenya, these are the times where in the beginning of the video, I want to have your back and be like, don't say that, you know, her husband is like karma. But then again, I'm like, girl, all the sneaky-handed things that we've seen you do to these other women's husbands in relationships, people are, it's starting to be done to you, and that's karma. Oh my gosh, y'all. Jesus Christ. I did not like that Kenya said she should be lucky. She should be lucky to be here. The event is about charity. It's about these kids. It wasn't a time for you to be a diva. You taking all that energy out that you receiving from your husband or this man, this contract that you got, that you in. And I hate to get nasty and start reading like that, but you taking that energy out on that. You need to be putting that same energy. You need to have that same energy towards your husband, because you out here missing. You out here throwing this energy to the wrong people. The wrong people. Kenya, that was not cool at all, man. That was not cool. Then you sitting at the table trying to gossip with Kandi and Ty, like, oh, she should be this and she should be that, and 1, 2, 3. And then, you know, she should be grateful her children are here. And Mark, and I don't mind her bringing her kids. Mark came to the table and shut you down once again, right in front of the cameras, and was just like, girl, I like Marlo's kids being here, and what's he? Kenya, it's just not looking good, mama. Then they start arguing at the party. He like, you got this obnoxious security guard walking all over you. He's making a face like this, like get out my face. Like, stop talking to me. Like, they start arguing. She's like, well, come over here and say goodbye. He's like, well, I just want to say goodbye. Like, dude, at this point, I don't want to be like, oh, she deserves this and she deserves that and this is that, because I don't want that karma on me. But it's not good, Kenya. This don't look good. The guy says, come meet my wife. And he's like, yeah, save me away from the drama. King, this man don't want to be on this show. I hope you are not trying to make something work with this man. This man has the world. He just watched the entire world disrespect you. Kenya and these disrespectful men. Why do you guys feel like Kenya continues to fall in love with the same type of man who doesn't claim her? Do y'all feel like these men are fed up with Kenya? Because y'all remember she was dating the Walter guy. He started wilding on her because she was accepting the wedding ring. The other guy was breaking her car windows and all kind of carrying on. This guy is just, he taking stuff to another level himself. Y'all know it would be a good scene, though? It would be a good scene to see Phaedra come back and kind of coach Kenya through a divorce. That would be so sickening. At the end of the day, this is a sad episode for Kenya. Very, very sad. But her husband say, baby, I ain't through with you yet. Let me go out here and make you almost lose your job. Let me come out here and threaten one of the producers. He was like, y'all don't got to film all night. It's time to cut it. Let's get it up out of here. You don't tell people when to cut it. You ain't on no contract. Then he was like, all right, gotcha. The man was like, all right, I got it, cool. He's like, don't say I got it, cool, because I shut this B down. Like, he just started wilding out, like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But on the flip side of that, Kenya, he's already told Kenya, hey, I don't want to do this. And all those cameras there, all those trucks, all that equipment, wasn't kind of invasive? Was it like, wow, this is a lot going on that's taken away from the event? Or do y'all feel like he was just being a straight up asshole? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. But let me tell y'all one thing that made me gag at the end. Next week episode, when Kenya's divorce hits social media, and after the way she just treated Marlo, and Kandi and Cynthia was like, well, let's just kind of be a little sensitive, and it was like, you know, like, let's not bring it up. And Marlo says, I don't think I'm be able to not bring it up. Y'all, that line right there alone is legendary. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about this week's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta.